I know what I saw when I was growing up, and I was like that when I first, saw Tiger Woods for the first time. I wanted to go on the putting green and putt, around next to him and just kind of stare at him, But it is definitely bigger. Always bigger when he's in contention as well on Sundays, and if he's in contention this Sunday, then it's going to be huge.
Welcome to WVVH-TV's coverage of the U.S. Open here at the Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. And this is the site of the 118th U.S. Open, coming to you from Southampton, New York. Overlooking the first hole here at the Shinnecock Hills Golf Course, and the U.S. Open is here in the Hamptons, returning again from the previous time they were here was in 2004. So we're very, very excited. Major event here, U.S. Open. All of the major players, both professional and amateur, 155 have qualified. This is the 118th USGA US Open, and this particular course, Shinnecock, has a lot of history to it. It's one of the founding members of the USGA. So coming back here to Southampton, being part of this USGA US Open is a major event. What they've done, a number of improvements. As you can see, they've eliminated a lot of trees, so it's a wide open field. And it's a question as to who this favors. All of the major players are here, from Tiger Woods, Jordan Spieth, Phil Mickelson. They're all here. So it's going to be very, very exciting. Stay with WVVH-TV, where your local TV station will be providing behind the scenes here at the U.S. Open at Shinnecock Hills. There's so much to see here at the U.S. Open at Shinnecock Hills. And this is Josh Truman.
Yes, sir.
And Josh, you're with USGA, and you have a something very special to show us.
Yeah, so this year we have the Honor of the One program. We want to honor the individual that introduced you to the game. For me, it was my dad and my granddad, and we're hearing some great stories across the country of what golf has done for them in their lives and the impact that it continues to provide us.
Isn't that wonderful? So, in you're honoring them, it becomes part of this
collage.
This collage, which is being seen throughout.
Yes, yes. I mean, you can see it on honor1.com as well. You can see that and see the stories that really makes this game truly brilliant, and making those connections with our whole families and friends.
For our viewers who might not be familiar, the USGA plays a very important role in golf.
It really does. I can't speak for all the execs, but we try and make sure that juniors can play more, and we're looking and starting the foundation where we want more folks with disabilities to be able to play, supporting the museum, supporting the history of the game, and then innovation. How can we make it going forward? What does that look like? So we're very excited what that has in store for us.
And if they come here to the U.S. Open, just looking around this room, a lot of things to offer.
Yes, we're here at the USGA fan clubhouse right next to the merchandise tent, and the spirit is great, the golf course is pure, and we're looking forward to an exciting week with our fans and our players.
Well, thank you so much. I love that name, Truman.
Thank you, sir.
That's a great president.
Appreciate it.
Any relation?
Distant cousin.
Holy moly, that's great. Excellent.
Yes, thank you.
Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing this, celebrating the game, honoring the one, because it is true. All of us have someone who brought us to our first golf game and,
exactly.
and gave us that enthusiasm, and what a great sport it is.
And let's continue that. Let's make sure someone else can put our name in that box at some point as well.
How wonderful. Thank you.
Great.
Merchandising is big here at the U.S. Open. So take a little look around. You'll see what those who come to the U.S. Open can enjoy merchandising of all sorts. It's amazing. High quality items, all emblazoned with the U.S. Open Shinnecock Hills logo. If you like mugs, you're in the right place. Look at this selection. Wow, this one's really heavy. This is amazing. I mean, look at this selection here. All sorts, all emblazoned with the U.S. Open 2018 Shinnecock Hills. And more, look at this. These towels are cool. Got all the winners here. Going back to the beginning. 1895. Golfers love their logo items. And again, these are different flags, different items. I mean, here are stools. This is amazing. Everything emblazoned with the U.S. Open 2018 logo. Okay, looking around here. Well, these are nice. Again, towels to hang off of your golf bag. I mean, this is amazing. Look at this decanter.
This is the one you like.
Emblazoned with the logo. Well, this is with Father's Day coming up. I mean, this is amazing. You have everything you'd want. Oh, now hats. I've never seen more hats than I've seen here at the U.S. Open 2018. Every particular variety you could imagine. We will have a lot of hats for you.
Of those are, it's like you're going around, you're going around, you're going around. So when you do abandon, you're not playing the same.
Check this out. Look at this. This is all wood painted with the Shinnecock logo on. These were the original Quiet Please. And look at this pendant made out of wood. I mean, this is so cool. All of this commemorating the U.S. Open here at Shinnecock for 2018. Pretty cool. Now, if you like hats, check this out. A wall of hats. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this variety of hats from, this is called Imperial. This is interesting. This is 1947. More of the classical hat design. You know, then you have the new era in the back. If you have a certain hat in mind, you'll find it here. Now, I know you're a golf fan.
Yes.
And you're a volunteer here in the merchandise area.
Yes.
This is unbelievable. I'm speechless, Ed.
What are you speechless at? The 400
hats.
The 400,000 items in this place, and I haven't a clue where they all are. But
and all specific to Shinnecock Hills U.S. Open.
If there's
Pretty
something
wild.
in here without a logo on it, I'd be surprised.
So
Right?
tell us about yourself. What brings you here, and
Well,
love of golf, I
yeah,
assume.
that I've been a member of the USGA for over 30 years. I'm in the golf business. I work for Kemper Sports, which is a big golf company, and I manage a golf club in New Jersey called Skyway. So I took the week off to volunteer and help my friends at the USGA.
Wow.
I'm having a ball. I'm doing double shifts because I love it.
Well, this is so great, and your enthusiasm. You love the sport.
Well,
You're
yeah, of
obviously
course.
involved in it.
Sure. I just hope I don't ever get old. Okay?
Oh, no. Well, there's a place for us as we get a little older.
Yeah.
You know, we might not be out on the course for this event,
Right.
but we're out on the course on Monday after this event.
Oh, absolutely. But I don't think I'll get to play here next Monday unless you know somebody.
We'll talk about that, but this is great. Anything that catches your eye for our viewers who might want to be coming in? The hats are unbelievable.
It just amazes me. 25 years ago, I worked the U.S. Open at Baltusrol with a young kid named Mike Davis, okay?
Yes,
And
we know Mike very well.
Well, Mike and I worked Baltusrol, and the merchandise tent could have fit in the bathrooms out back here. It's just like a whole nother world.
And now Mike is in charge of...
he's a good guy. He's a good
way up there in the USGA.
Way up there, but also just a regular person who loves golf, just like the rest of us.
Well,
this is a lot of fun.
We're the local TV station, and this is an amazing event. It impacts on the community.
Okay.
And, you know, some people say a little bit too much traffic. But you know what? They're doing a good job of it. They're moving things around. And where are you staying while you're here at the U.S. Open?
Oh, I'm just camping out in the back in my car, okay?
So you're close to home?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. Well, if our viewers come here and come to the merchandise tent, this is one of the volunteers that keeps an eye on this place.
Just have them ask for Edmund. I'll be here.
Lexus is the official luxury automobile sponsor for the U.S. Open, and this is Tiffany Page. Tiffany, the last time I caught up with you was in New York City.
Yes.
At the New York Auto Show, and New York loves Lexus.
Yes, we all love Lexus. It's a great brand, and it's such a perfect fit for the USGA and the US Open. So this is our 12th year as a partner, and we're thrilled to be here. We have so much going on in the tent, as you can see. Right now we're doing autograph signings. We're doing them all week. Right now we have Patrick Cantley signing autographs. He is one of the brand ambassadors for Lexus. There are 12 ambassadors that are golf players and golf legends, really, that are here and that will be signing autographs this week. And then we have the trophy that you can take a picture with.
Wow.
And yes, you can get a commemorative championship trophy photo.
That is it. That is the famous U.S. Open trophy.
It is, and it's right here. You can see the backdrop is here at Shinnecock, so that's exciting. And of course, you know, we have to talk about the vehicles a little bit.
Please.
So we have
Let's
the
take a
brand new LS. This is our flagship sedan that has been redesigned for 2018. This is the F-Sport version. So you can see our beautiful face of Lexus, this new front grille. And you've got the larger, darker wheels, this red interior that is part of the F-Sport package, as well as a suspension change. And
this is awesome.
This is the LS 500, so it's a brand new 3.5 V6 turbo vehicle. So this is here to sit inside, and it is for sale now, of course, as well. And then we have in the back, if you wanted to move forward.
Now, you know, I remember, because we've been doing the U.S. Auto Show for so many years, when this was a prototype, that you guys said we're going to be coming out with this vehicle, and here it is.
And here it is, yes. So they've really done some beautiful changes to it, and we have an F-Sport version, a non-F-Sport version, and a hybrid. And the hybrid comes in sport or non-sport.
Wow.
So really something for everyone.
So if our viewers come here to the U.S. Open, they could stop by the Lexus exhibit area.
Please stop by. Then you've got the Putt Like a Pro. This is fashioned after Tiger Woods' putt in Torrey Pines in 2008. So it's a simulated version of it, and you can try your your hand at it, right?
That is spectacular.
And then they'll send you a little video of your putt.
Oh, let's see. We see someone is is going to be taking a shot at this. But it's stuff like this. It's interactive. It's fun.
It's fun. Yes, kids love it, and it's just it's a perfect fit with Lexus and golf, and giving the golf fans as well as customers a great experience here.
Wow. Putt like a pro.
Putt like a pro. Let's see it.
Let's see. Let's see this shot.
Oh, so close.
Whoa. It's not as easy as it looks.
Okay, so this is the Hole-in-One Challenge Golf Simulator. So players get to swing, as you can see, and if they make a hole-in-one, they win a Lexus. So this is a 2-year lease to the 2018 RX 350L. That's our third row version that has just come out this year. It's 160 yards, and it's the very famous 7th hole here at Shinnecock.
You get a hole-in-one, you win a 2-year lease.
Yes.
Wow, and this is open to the public.
This is open to the public right here at Fan Central, the Lexus experience.
Wow,
Yeah.
Fantastic.
This is a virtual reality experience. It is Willow Springs, the track in California, and it is the RCF, our 5-liter V8. And you can see that the chair will move. It's the VR experience with the goggles, the headset, so you really immerse in the whole experience of this. And it's very cool. The people in the seat, you got to watch them. When it first starts, the chair moves and everyone kind of, gets a little jolt. See? I love it.
Those G-forces. Look at that. Wow, he's got the feel. Wow, this is so cool.
This is 18 and over, but everybody's, welcome to come in.
Wow.
And it's all complimentary, compliments of Lexus.
Tiffany, Lexus gives so much. You guys are an amazing company, and we've got to end with this beautiful
We do. This
vehicle.
one's a beauty. This is the LC 500. So this is our brand new coupe that came out actually last summer. But this particular one, as you can see, this beautiful color combination. This is structural blue, that's the name of the color, and it's part of what we're calling the Inspiration series. So this is a limited edition. They're only making 100 of these, and when you open the door, you can see that it says LC Inspiration Series of 100. So you can tell that it's
well, you're in the right place.
part of that limited edition. Yeah,
if there's anything that the Hamptons loves is limited edition. And 100 people are going to buy this one. This is amazing. We really thank you for being part of this. Sponsorships are important because this is a major event, and if not for the sponsors, you guys make it possible for all the rest of us fans.
Thank you so much, Ernie, for coming by and seeing us. We're so excited that you're here. You're going to come in and take a swing for sure. And if you want more information, you can go to Lexus.com.
Can you talk about coming back to the U.S. Open and what it means to be back in the field this week?
Yeah, I've missed playing the U.S. Open. It's our nation's title. It's meant so much to me in my career, and obviously the USGA, what it has done for golf. This was, the biggest event you could win. Growing up, was win a USGA event, and to have won it, 9 times, it's pretty special. So I'm looking forward to playing this week. I've realized, as I said, I've really missed playing U.S. Opens, and this will be another fun test.
Well, we're certainly glad to have you back, and to have you back here at Shinnecock this week. Can you talk about what it means to be back and your impressions of the course so far this week?
It has changed a lot. From 2 times I played it previously, it's a lot longer. The fairways seem to be about twice as wide. It's a very different test, a very different look. So many of the trees are gone. The greens aren't quite up to probably speed yet, but they're right where they want them. And as the golf course dries out, this golf course is going to be another great U.S. Open test.
Excellent. Thanks very much. We'll open it to questions. If you'll raise your hand, they'll bring a microphone over to you. First on the far left.
Tiger, by any chance, besides reps, have you done anything specifically to address your putting? And by any chance, did Strix take a look yet last night?
No, Strix didn't take a look at it. I worked on it pretty hard this past week. I just had to hit a lot of putts, just put in the legwork, and I was able to do that. My stroke feels good, and you know, we're back on old bumpy POA. So you know, hopefully hit good solid putts and see what happens.
Question in the center right.
Yeah, hi Tiger. I come from a Norwegian newspaper, and in this US Open, for the first time ever, there's a Norwegian young male competing, Christopher Rayton. In 2015, he won the Junior Orange Bowl, 24 years after you did. What kind of advice would you give to a young talent like him, being in a major tournament for the first time? And if you happen to know anything about him, how do you rate Rayton?
Well, there's so many young faces out here that I don't know a lot of the players. The Orange Bowl, I remember it used to be at the old Biltmore down in Miami, Coral Gables, and yeah, it's a great event, great tournament. Obviously, he's got a tremendous amount of talent to have won that and get himself into this event, and you know, it's just a matter of him just gaining experience. You know, there's so many young players out here, and guys with so much talent, but you know, in the end, it just takes a little bit more experience and a little more time to develop, and I'm sure he'll do well.
Question on the far back left, Karen.
Tiger, a few of the first-time participants here have already told some traffic course stories. I was wondering if in '95 you had any stories, and what advantages are there to staying on your yacht? What is your commute like, and is that part of the equation?
Yeah, staying on the dinghy helps. I was fortunate. My dad and I were fortunate enough to have stayed with one of the members close by here in '95, so it wasn't that bad. 2004, again, I stayed not too far away from here, probably only just a few miles, but I was north as well, so it makes traffic so much easier. Yeah, there are a few guys so far this week I've said it's taken them from the hotel 2.5 to 3 hours, and you know, there's a good chance that someone might miss their time. You know, you get a little traffic, you get maybe a little fender bender. I mean, it's not inconceivable someone could miss their time. Yeah, gotcha.
You said the course is longer and it looks different.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us how it's playing different, and in particular some holes. And as the second part to that question, we've been seeing a lot of Core and Crenshaw architecture here and Pinehurst and other places. Are you going to take any of their ideas in your own architectural designs? And if not, what other architects might you draw from when you're designing?
Well, Bill and Ben do a fantastic job of trying to open up the golf course, trying to make it more natural looking, and also provide a lot more shot options. You know, we've got so many different shots that we can play into these greens and around these greens. When I played here in '95 and '04, you know, we had that 6-inch, 4 to 6 inch high rough right off the greens. It was a very different type of setup. This is very different. Balls run off much further around these greens, and you know, I think that's what Bill and Ben try and do on all their golf courses. They try and provide more of a natural setting, and also give the player so many different options to choose from. It doesn't just have to be a high towering shot. We can utilize the ground and have that be an ally.
We're going to go in the center again. Doug?
Tiger, the last couple months or so you've had, if it's not one thing, it's another pieces of one piece missing, it seems like. Is it at all getting frustrating, or is it too early in kind of the process for you to reach that stage?
No, golf is always frustrating. There's always something that isn't quite right, and that's where we as players have to make the adjustments. And you know, if you've seen of the tournaments I've played in this year, there's always something, and hopefully that, you know, this is one of those weeks where I put it all together and even it out, and you know, we'll see what happens.
Just behind him, Bob.
Tiger, two things on the putting. One is you have the other putter that you use or bring with you sometimes to practice with.
Yeah.
Is there ever been, or is there ever any temptation to put that in play? And then the second thing is teams. Because they're different than what you faced at Memorial, does it sort of make what happened there not really relevant, or does it still?
Well, when I'm at home, I have a couple practice putters that I have, and I've always been one that likes a heel shafted putter. I like feeling the toe move. I love feeling the release of it, and I try and, what I've done over basically my entire career is putt with those putters at home a lot, and then I like to feel that in my fingers when I grab my other putter, the one you see me putt with for most of those years, and have that same swing. What I did at Memorial, I didn't feel comfortable over it. I couldn't see my lines, and those greens were quick, and I just didn't feel comfortable and didn't hit many good putts. I had a lot of bad ones. This is a different week, different setup, different grass. This is what I basically grew up on out there on the West Coast. POA and gets bumpy, and it requires a lot of patience. A lot of times you can hit great putts on POA and just doesn't go in. And the key is to just hit putts solid and see what happens.
Another question on the left aisle.
So a lot of Japanese fans are so excited to see you in U.S. Open. And also we are looking forward to you to win the majors again. You have huge influence not only in the United States, but also Japanese golf and young generation players. And one of them is Hideki Matsuyama. And I know he won your Hilo World Challenge at 2016. And also you play Aldo Palmer in the invitation together. And what do you think of his play? And also, do you see his potential?
Well, Hideki's one of the best players out here. He's really long, hits it pretty straight, and he's very consistent. He doesn't do anything poorly. He's very consistent. He was on a run there for about a year and a half where he pretty much won everything, and if he didn't win, he was always in the top 5. I've got a chance to play with him quite a few times. I think the first time might have been at the British Open, I believe. I've always been impressed the way he plays, the way he manages his game around the golf course. He thinks about what he's doing, and he tries to play the proper shot all the time, and that's to be commended.
We're going to go to the far left for Bob.
Tiger, you chose to drop anchor in the village that I was born and raised in. I was wondering if you'd give us a couple of thoughts about Sag Harbor.
Bobby, where you at?
He's behind.
Oh, there you are.
I'm hiding.
God.
Sag Harbor is a cute little town. I've only been there, for a few days now. I haven't really got a chance to walk about a little bit, but certainly will this week. And so far it's been nice to kind of get away from the tournament scene and go there to Karen, my dinghy there, and just really enjoy it.
Must feel funny not to have the biggest yacht in the yard, though.
I'm not opposed to that.
Thank you for joining us at this look at the U.S. Open here at Shinnecock Hills. Next time the U.S. Open will be here in Southampton will be in 2026. So stay with WVVH. We've been covering the U.S. Open here at Shinnecock Hills for a number of years. It's a great event, and it's been our pleasure to give you this look at the U.S. Open. If you'd like more information, usga.org.